Hello, Rocket Jockey Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Buck Rogers Countdown to Doomsday. We're just letting the Doomsday device do its thing, no big deal, while we rocket jockey around the solar system. It's pretty cool. Alright, folks. So last episode we, let's see, what did we do specifically? We did a little side quest that's not quite complete. We picked up some, like, ECG, some Jenny cylinders, probably cylinders full of monsters, space aliens. That I believe the space pirate Talos wanted us to pick up, but I don't know where to find him exactly. So, you know, we're just sort of exploring around a little bit, trying to see if we can finish up a few random quests before we head to Mercury to destroy the super death Doomsday space laser. So, look forward to that. Anyway, I believe at Juno, there was somewhere that said rendezvous right end of last episode. You guys remember, right? So is it like, leave the area? It's not here anymore. I thought there was a selection for rendezvous. Maybe I only had one chance? Or I'm crazy and I'm just making stuff up. Check the end of the last video though. I'm pretty sure there was something there. Let's go to the next asteroid. I don't know what the comm center is. This might have been one of those areas I entered in once upon a time, got killed by a robot, and then ran away. So let's check out the comm center, because we're pretty strong now, right? Make sure we save it and all that. I have no idea if we're supposed to go here. Desert apes watch you piteously from tiny, dirty cages. Sure, let them out. What did you really expect would happen? So these guys were from Mars, I believe. This might be the right place then, because we're supposed to be going to like some asteroid to rescue our desert runner friends from Mars that we met earlier on that helped us sabotage one of the RAM outpost on Mars, like Gradivus Mons or something like that. Sounds familiar? So maybe this is the right asteroid we're on now. Let's see. Ha! Get microwaved. No booty. Well, we let the desert apes out and they attacked us anyway. Shrieking desert apes throw, yeah, dirt. I'm sure that's what it is. Well, you guys are gonna need to take a shower once you get back to the ship, by the looks of things. Half the team is covered in dirt. Thanks, desert apes. The walls are... Why? Alright, now these guys, they're not that tough. They've got a lot of HP, but I don't think it's worth really talking about strategy here. Let's just turn it on to quick battle mode. It'll save us a little bit of time, and you can just watch the guys shoot these. Fella really likes his rocket pistol. Alright, no trouble. Well, we're killing all the space monkeys one way or the other. Let's check this door out. The room is full of backup communication equipment and a super robot, judging by its spider legs. Ram combat bot has a rocket launcher. Okay, this is probably the kind of robot we fought when I think I've been in here once before, and I found one of these guys. The team nearly wiped, and I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here. We're a lot stronger, though, and conveniently, most people have a needle gun now, which means we can actually damage these things. Because if I remember correctly, I messed that up. I probably could have had fella potentially kill it if I'd switched weapons, but I forgot. No, it probably had too much life. But yeah, I seem to remember running into like 2 of those in one combat, not being able to damage them and being like, well, this place sucks. Anyway, the good news is Kiara is really good at healing. You smash the backup equipment. Good. Wouldn't want them to be able to do whatever it is they're trying to do here. You startle the base commander. He runs away because he's a coward, and then you kill all of his friends. But him first. Actually, I don't know if that's him. That's just combat... Ram Mars Combat Genie. I don't know. It's dead anyway, one way or the other. Another area where we could probably do a pretty good grenade, if I cared. Let's try a stun grenade. I don't have too many of these left, but they're pretty good against low-level enemies. Yeah, that's 4 of them. That's not bad. Miss? When does Pixel miss? What's going on here? Oh, we already used our stun grenade. Yeah, let's switch over back to normal weapon. Ah, quick battle at this point. 2/3 of them are stunned anyway. I don't think we can mess this up. That's a waste of an act. Why didn't you just kill them with your sword? Foolish AI. I've been considering sort of condensing grenades to only 1 or 2 characters. So, less people will waste them in auto battle. But it's not happening too often, so I guess it's fine for now. Alright. So that was... what did we get? Some money. Not very much. And... oh, I guess I should pick up a couple stun grenades, actually. I was just saying I don't have too many of those, right? Let's pick up those. And I don't think I care about the mist grenades or anything. I just don't use that kind of stuff. It's neat that that kind of mechanic to block certain attacks works, but just too much fiddling around for me, mostly. You smash the equipment. You use the control panel to contact Neo and update them about the base. They congratulate you and begin to review past communications for security leaks. When your transmission is complete, you smash it. So this is just the smash and grab. The commander hastens through and leaves you with another combat robot. I get it. So we need to make sure everyone's using the right kind of weapon. Probably Quick Battle would switch it over for us automatically, because Quick Battle knows... I hate you. It fails its 0G check, but still launches a missile anyway. The fact that they just get sort of infinite, super difficult to damage enemies that you can only use needle guns and swords on, essentially, and can just launch rockets at you constantly, like, that's pretty rude. Not my favorite enemy type, for sure. At least we can kill them quicker now, and we can heal it up pretty easily, but... you smash everything. Smashing. The commander flees into yet another room. There's no guards, you just smash everything. The commander summons the last of his guards, which are just technicians. Poor guys. I almost feel bad for them. But they chose the wrong side to work for. Alright. Divide up the loot. You guys can keep your terrible heat guns. Their corpses can keep it. And the commander tries to shield himself behind the last of the... well, you know what's going to happen. Smash it and him. Alright. Base dealt with, by the looks of it. No monkeys in the corner today. Alright. Cool. We're gonna go back to our ship and radio Neo and get some money, right? Sand squids. Nobody likes sand squids. We already learned this. Hopefully no one's being overweight, overburdened by equipment. It's hard to tell when you're in space because I don't always pay close attention to the failing your 0G check, and if you fail your 0G check, you can only move like 3 squares or something. So if you're overburdened, I can't quite. It's harder to tell. That's all I'm trying to say. Maybe Ace just fails his 0G check regularly. To be honest, though, we're still hitting things pretty effectively, even with bad bad skill checks in space here. Again, at this point, we might as well just quick battle it, saves a little bit of time. Yeah, if you could just give everyone some sort of weapon specialization in needle guns, this game would be probably too easy. Alright, again, nothing I really need to take. I'll just leave it. What do you really expect from sand squids? Well, it looks like there's maybe one room left. And it's a cache of hidden equipment! Woohoo! Oh, it's not even that good. Well, I'll let him take them, but still not overburdened, so that's the main thing. Looks like that might be it for this this little asteroid base. I mean, nothing else is on the minimap, so that's probably everything. So that was the comm center outside of Hygeia. I don't know if there's any reason we should have gone there other than for fun. Let's go to the shop and just real quickly refill the ammo. Probably the only thing we actually use regularly is burn through some of this stuff, like the plasma throwers and stuff, right? Gotta try to keep these ready. Okay, everyone's ready to go. And we'll go to port, launch, and just keep going, basically. Alright, well, let's continue clockwise to the last couple asteroids that may have something on them. That one dodged us again. Hey, this is the right one. You randomly try the password, a transponder response. So we found Talon's base. This is what I was looking for. So that's good. Let's go. As you enter, Ram warriors rush in from the opposite door. A commander steps forward and pulls out some notes. He begins to read. Talon, for your failures, this base is confiscated and your life forfeit. Well, we're not Talon. Someone whispers in his ear. He looks startled. Well, kill whoever they are anyway. Well, we found Talon's pirate base. It's just been taken over by Ram, I guess. Should have readied my rocket launchers, hey? Oh, they've got the space dogs again. The space dogs might have a paralyzing bite or poisonous bite or something. We'll see. Guard dog, Jenny, I assume? Well, to be fair, this is going to take a little while. Why don't we go in on the heavy weapons? Right, wrong person. It's Alec that has it. Not bad. Yeah, so those guys are trying to paralyze or something us. Their bites. I saw that unaffected there, so clearly they've got some sort of effect. Okay, Kiara failed your 0G, just shoot them then. Oodaloop. We should probably be focusing down the guard dogs if they can paralyze or poison us, but I've been kind of lazy. Alright, plasma launcher, this is what we want, or plasma thrower, whatever. I don't think it hits the outer edge, so they've already kind of split up enough that this isn't the best one, but we'll see. Oh, it does hit the edge. Maybe it was the rocket launcher that didn't hit the edge like that. Oh well. Whoops! Self-immolation. Now, did you notice that Ace moved next to the dog? The dog did not get his guard mode attack off, like his Overwatch. But then when Fella moved next to him, the guard dog did get a free attack. I'm wondering if there's like a chance for like a move silently or some sort of skill check that lets you avoid like enemies free attacks when you move into melee range or something. There might be a lot of like relatively hidden mechanics like that that I just there's no really way to know about them unless you notice them or really pay close attention. But that would be cool, like a surprisingly in-depth combat system if you get into it, which is I think cool. All right, let's check this base out. The commander looks startled because commanders are just so brave. This is highly irregular. He turns to his men. See if you can dispose of them. See if I have a treasure to locate. Wow, I bet you these guards feel real good about this. See if you guys can handle those. If not, just die. Let me try to get another plasma launcher ready to go. Not Oodaloop, it's Pixel and Alec. We got those puppies down, so that's good. Let's prep our rockets. Probably not going to be a very good plasma rocket, unfortunately. I'll prep another one, though, just for fun. I guess we're just lucky that they can't interrupt them like they can interrupt magic in the Dungeons and Dragons style. Alright, so do we have any clumps? Like, we can probably hit those 3. Might use, like, the plasma launcher on those and the rocket launcher here instead. Good damage, though. I like that. Alright, we'll see if this one can meet up. Should hit everything then. Not very good damage, though. Dang. Hard to imagine plasma launcher doing that little damage. I mean, just got hit with plasma. And one more hit. Get out of here. Your commander has abandoned you. Probably nothing to take home, unfortunately. This game might be slightly better if there was a bit more enemy variety that dropped better gear or something. Dog jennies, huh? Well, at least they're giving us a lot of the same enemy. I should really be prepping these in between combat. I'm just lazy. At least they'll all kind of group up on us, so we might get some good AoEs here. Apparently these guys aren't very good at space combat. They fail their 0Gs all the time, poor space dogs. Not that I'd expect space dogs to be particularly good in 0G combat. Alright, here we go. Now that there's 5 left. I'm assuming we might not hit the one in the bottom right, but... Oh, right, the rocket launcher is the smaller target. I keep mixing them up. I think rocket launcher should be like fireball, but it's actually kind of the other way around. Rocket launcher has more in common with, like, Ice Storm or something. Well, Pixel, you're just gonna hold off for now. Then that way his plasma launcher is ready for the next combat. 27 damage. Seems like an awful lot. I love it. Yeah, my investment in Oodaloop's needle gun was definitely the correct call early on. Alright, tiny bit of experience, really nothing to write home about. Which way do you think the commander went, huh? This room once contained bunks. Shredded bedding and broken frames float at random. Another barracks. This is an old mine area. Old tailings float in the area. What's a tailing? I don't know. Leftover miner garbage? Robot maintenance equipment. No robots are in evidence. Ram forces, though. Not very many. Okay, we're holding on to that plasma launcher for an emergency. I do get the feeling that Oodaloop is probably our most reliable, with all his weapon proficiencies and everything, and needle guns, like, just our most reliable damage. There's low chance to miss, not high amounts of damage, but very solid average amounts of damage. Even though a backstab can do way more if we get lucky, right? Should really kill this dog before he can paralyze anyone else. I mean, for all I know, he can poison someone, and that's a real pain. So. Alright. Another victory. Continue our exploration. I mean, this base can't be all that big. Technicians are working on 2 panels. The guards turn and attack. This is probably a reasonable good chance for on plasma launcher, right? One hit out of, like, 3? Wow. Or 6, that is. Yeah, I do think that, to some degree, Alec must just be cursed. He just doesn't seem to hit stuff very effectively. Alright, you're gonna go after this guy, I guess? Those heat guns, I don't know if they ever hit us. Alright, we're gonna use this, even though it's sort of a waste, some sort of overkill to some degree. I don't know if it'll hit the guys in the bottom right, but we'll try. No. I get the feeling the plasma thrower must be very similar to the original fireballs, basically. Aww. Thought we could get 3 kills. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have actually moved to melee, but whatever. At this point, just quick battle it. Nothing to see here. Kind of a waste of a rocket launcher, but whatever. If that's what the AA wants to do, who am I to argue? Alright, good job, everybody. Good job, computers. Alright, so this was a technician room, inactive sensor console, and Kiara realizes, because of course she would, that this console is relaying information to something nearby, but you cannot pinpoint the target. What does that mean? I don't know, but something is nearby. This is an inactive weapons console. Turn it on! Oh, come on. Turn all the weapons on and kill Ram, right? Alright, we're just gonna quick it. If you guys want to use heavy weapons, I don't care. I kind of wish there was 2 quick attack modes. A quick attack mode, there's like all out, where the AI would use anything in your inventory to win, and then like a quick attack mode that would just use only your currently equipped weapon just to save ammo or whatever, you know. I'm sure in more modern games, stuff like that is added in, but, you know. In fact, if I'm thinking right, if I remember correctly, the Icewind Dale Baldur's Gate games, they do have literally a mode like that of some sort, I believe, that you can control the AI. Heck, I think those games have scripts for AI where you can control even more down to details what spells they're allowed to cast or when they're allowed to cast them. Clearly, some smart programmers knew that this old gold box system wasn't really quite good enough for quick battle. And that people like me would be lazy and use it all the time. And then complain about it on YouTube. They knew about YouTube back in the early 90s, probably. Late 90s. When did Baldur's Gate come out? I don't even know. I feel like maybe late 90s is right for those games. Mid to late 90s? I don't know. I'm sure I could look it up. That was a pretty bad missile. Got a couple kills in, but for such limited ammunition, you know. And that time, Pixel had a plasma weapon readied, and he still switched out to his sword automatically, because, like, I'm assuming the computer's like, nah, there's no good targets. Just use your sword. That's the problem of sort of wasting a turn readying it, is the AI is not smart enough to hold on to it for when you need it, and will just sort of either waste it or waste the turn readying it. Like, it could say, oh, there's a good group of enemies over there, let's ready a heavy rocket. And then next turn, there's not a good, like, the enemy aren't grouped up well, so like, ah, oh, forget about it, just unready it and go back to your sword. And it could just waste turns like that without actually accomplishing anything. Haven't seen that too much, but, you know, with a simplistic AI like this, that would certainly be possible. More for it's just getting, even the narrator is getting lazy here. Just like me. Why are we even talking about this? There's just more of them. In which case, if the game doesn't want to explain it, I'm just going to turn the speed up, put everyone on quick battle, and just let it go. Unfortunately, and I do feel a little bit bad about this, there's just not enough risk or danger here. The enemies are pretty weak. The AI is, like, almost as good as I am anyway. Like, it doesn't miss much. And sometimes even better than me because it knows the enemy's weaknesses. So I just turn the speed up a little bit now and then and save us some time. I do wish combat... I mean, there's an awful lot of combat, so if you make it too difficult, it wastes even more time. But I wish combat was a little bit more involved. Like, that was kind of the cool thing about some of the gold box games. There's so many different spells and a lot more enemies to pull from because of the larger Dungeons and Dragons universe. You got a bit more variety. In this game, there's some variety, but there might be too much combat encounters, too many encounters for just actually how many enemies and how much tactics you can use. I've been up and down on that a few, but like, they've got some really good combat aspects in here now and then, but then every now and then it's like, oh, this stuff's not actually well done. It's not that well done. Anyway, in this situation, we're going to open with a stun gun. Or stun grenade, that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. The count would be proud. Alright, that's good enough. Why would you ready a heavy weapon? There's nowhere... See, that's the problem. Like, I put it on quick combat thinking we'll just mop these guys up that are already stunned. And instead, they're like, no, let's ready a plasma launcher. And then next turn, they won't even use it. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's hardly any enemies left for it to actually do anything. Well, they used it. And they did target it better than I would be able to, so they've got that going. But then, yeah, again, Pixel readied the plasma launcher, and then by the time he was ready to use it, there's nothing to shoot at, so he just went and sorted it. Oh, well, I'm trying not to complain. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, upset here. It's just... Oh, yeah, more stun grenades. Those are pretty good. The combat jennies, the big ones, seem to drop slightly better gear. Alright. Commander? Cowers. Wow. Ram, you gotta work on your commander recruitment policies. These guys are chickens. Well, let's go kill them. I'm glad to see my enemies fighting. There is little treasure left, but you may have it all. Ha 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 ha. Hidden wall panel slides open and a robot scuttles out and blasts the commander to ashes. Well, that's about what I expected. Alright, remember to change weapons here. Now, at least for these ones, I do feel... Oops, that was the wrong one. I do feel like it's worth micromanaging these, because these robots can do so much damage. And I'm not sure if Alec can do more damage with the polearm or the needle gun, but we'll try the polearm. I think it has slightly better Thaco, maybe. At least he hit it once. It'd be nice if we could get some back attacks. Ah. Alright, as long as it only gets like one of those. We've got enough HP now that we'll just heal it up easily enough, but I don't like how he just rockets himself, basically. No booty, even. So where was this secret panel? Come on. This again? It sure is a good thing that Kiara gets us all that healing, because... great. Yeah, if we just fail our 0G checks, get a couple bad misses, it'll start killing the party, because 2 rockets would be enough with bad luck. Ah, trying to get behind it. Missing anyway. Alright, alright. 0G is starting to fail me here. We have not dealt very much damage. Come on, don't let it get another turn, guys. Please. Thank you, Loop, you saved us. Well, that's the first time Kiara has not been able to fully heal the whole party for a fair while, so watch out for those robots. Where's my treasure? We took out the Ram commander. Man, I almost missed my easy fights. Now we're fighting robots constantly. Rocket launcher robots every battle. I mean, I could use auto battle here, but I don't know if it's really a great idea. Maybe it's fine. Like, what else are we supposed to do? Move closer, shoot him with needles. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of strategy. I guess the good news is it does take him an extra turn to ready, right? So as long as there's only one combat bot, unless our team really sucks, he should only get 1 rocket off. Although we're getting close to his next turn. And I think most of the time, Kiara can full heal 1 rocket. Now we did, you know, there was that one, there might be like a secret door here, like, because there was that panel that said, hey, there's a communication to a nearby panel. You should check it out. I don't know where that's gonna be. And unfortunately, I don't think I've got a map for this in my my clue book. Alright, we should be fine with just 1. Just take the rocket like a man. Heal it up after combat. Kill this guy as quick as we can. At least he only hit half the team. Alright. Everything's good. It's frustrating, but it's not that bad. And I feel like I've been everywhere now, basically. But I also feel like I may have missed something somewhere. But I really don't want to stay here any longer, because these robots are kind of making me frustrated, so we're probably just going to leave. I doubt this is the end of Talos, but I don't think we got a single reward for coming to this, this dungeon, basically. And I do feel like any of these combats with a little bit of bad luck, the robot will wipe out half the team if we just miss kind of a little bit too much. Alright, let's just get out of here. There could be a secret room somewhere, but I don't know. I don't want to fight any more robots. We don't need the clinic, we're fine. Well, we know that's Talon's base, so that was interesting. It's already been a pretty long episode. Let's hang out at Aurora for a minute. Oh, there's nowhere to save here even, technically. Well, let's refuel, and we'll go to the next asteroid. We'll try to... I'd like to get through all the asteroids today, if there's no other super big dungeons to cover anyway. No, you guys are fine. Pirate cruiser. I don't really want to fight any right now. We fought one last episode. A prison. Oh, this might be where we're supposed to go. Because there was somewhere that Ram specifically had told us, like, come here to rescue so-and-so. So maybe that's the right place. Oh, wow. Thule only has a spaceport, nothing else. Alright. I thought they'd at least have, like, somewhere to save. Oh, well, we'll save as soon as we land. Welcome to prison. Readings indicate high radiation. This is definitely a radium mine. Don't waste time. Well, let's save it. Looks like, given my mini-map, this is probably not a huge dungeon. So let's try to cover this one in today's episode as well. We'll go a little long. Oh, not robots. This is our resurrected area. Same exact enemies that we had in the last dungeon. Dang. I'll try to stay positive. Look at us killing it quickly before it gets a turn. Right? Maybe a back attack. We don't get back attacks on it. It killed itself! Well, at least that's something to be positive about. Alright, let's keep going. Oh good, more robots. Yay. Oh, these are different robots. They have plasma throwers rather than... Oh, man. Well, this is gonna get old yesterday. So what do we got? Assault bot, -2. Combat bot, -4. So it's a little bit easier to kill the assault bots. But this is potentially 3 AoE explosions we're gonna have to survive on round 1. Like, someone's gonna get knocked out. There's no way. Well, he killed his friend. Alec got pretty lucky there. He got his saving throw. But I don't know if we're going to be able to kill both of these in one round before they get another chance of rockets and plasma throwers and stuff. I decided to go after this one first simply because it had a lower armor class. I figured we'd be able to nail it out a little bit quicker. Yeah. And then we might as well just quick battle because there's not much else we can do. Well, I say that. There's one thing I want to do with Alec. So we're not going to be able to kill this guy. There's no way. That's not good. Because Alec is definitely one hit from death, we're going to move him out of the way, so he's probably fine up here. I guess these guys do have real non-rocket weapons as well. I'm actually kind of happy they tried those out, rather than just continuously, you know, rocket launchers. I'm still going to try to keep Alec alive. I wonder, though, if there's, like, one character with low HP, if the AI would try to target them rather than go with the area of effect. Like, instead of going with the fireball, they would just try to needle gun someone to death. Might be better, honestly. But anyway, mostly healed up. Pretty good amount of experience. Ace will get a level up, assuming he survives. Let's check out this door. The walls are prominently marked with radiation signs. Okay, well, let's maybe not go in there right now. Maybe we can get radiation suits. Oh good, robots. Well, it's just one. Still, it's the rocket launcher variety that I hate. The plasma launcher guys at least do slightly less damage. And they're easier to kill. Yeah, OODA loop with the super needle gun. Definitely the best. Wow, Kiara. Yeah, if we had 2 OODA loops, 2 really good needler warriors, that would probably be better than the sword warrior, just for these kind of enemies especially. Because you can't backstab them, so the swords are less effective than usual. Oh good, more robot. I should really be saving it, because at some point, someone's going to die. Well, I was thinking my plan was to move Kiara out of the way to keep her safe, but she never got a turn, so that didn't happen. Just to let you know, I was trying to think of a way of keeping Kiara alive, but, well, luckily, Pixel brought her back. That's why other people have first aid, at least. And then Kiara was able to heal herself. Now, We're definitely starting to heal less than we're taking damage, which is kind of a problem. Radiation monitor as well into the fatal range. Oh, good. This console controls an internal defense mechanism. Yes, please. Thank you, fella. Oh, good. Now we're friends. That's all we need. Now the robots will leave us alone, right? The weapons remain inactive. Excellent. You find Jackson Dupere, whoever that is. I don't even know. He is extremely emaciated, and he whispers, "Ram is building a deadly device on Mercury," and then passes out. Alright, well, we already knew that. Thanks, dude. You find another weak prisoner here. He thanks you. Profusely, even. Just the two? Just the two. Alright, well, we did our rescue mission. That's what counts. Turn the robots off, hopefully. We'll finish exploring, of course. Just one way to go, basically. Through the radium mines. Real safe. A man is crushed between two boulders, but we get his equipment! If we want. You can keep it. Hairless bodies are virtually mummified in the dry air. That sounds really good. Our hair's gonna fall out and then we're gonna mummify. I mean, everyone's got a spacesuit on. Surely that covers you for some radiation damage, right? Nobody seemed to take any. Alright, well that was probably all we needed to do then. Yeah, let's heal up Alec. We're gonna go back to our, I feel like what I want to do next is go back to our, home base. So there's no harm in using the healing here, because we'll restock for free when we get back to base. Alright. Everyone's good. Alright, so that was the prison. And that was kind of, as far as I know, the last side quest that we hadn't done. Now, there's still a couple asteroids we haven't explored, but, I mean, I guess we could check them out on our way by. Try. Ceres, oh no, they've rotated enough by now that I think we've been to all of them. Because Ceres was like the first one. It's a good thing Fella's so fast, we can avoid combat when I'm tired of it. Right? Right? Good job. Yeah, we've been to... Okay, I think we've been around the... I mean, it doesn't look like we've been around the whole circle. We started around here and worked our way this way, but because of the counterspin, we've actually been to all the asteroids already. Again, in the last episode or two. So, let's head back to Earth, which is the blue one. No more space combat for the moment. Let's go to Salvation. And thank you for rescuing Jason, even though I told you not to. Let's fix our ship up, refuel it and all that. Get some ammo. I think we're probably pretty good on that. But like, I use the medical supplies to heal up, and they are pretty expensive, so it's better to go here for sure. And then we'll go to HQ, where .DOS has assimilated all of the data, and yeah, we knew about that, but apparently now we've filled in all the blanks. The only thing missing is we've never dealt with Talon, or Talos, or whatever his name is, the pirate guy. I think we've covered all the other loose ends up to that. He might be on another asteroid base somewhere. I don't really know. Maybe he's a random encounter from Space Battle, but we'll try that later on. Anyway, for now, let's train up Ace, level up, max level engineer. Bam, wham bam, thank you ma'am. So, I'm gonna pump up the nuclear engine because I don't know, but this might be what, when you're trying to boost engines in combat, that might be the skill check. And then 0G is pretty good. And I didn't even use him to jury rig much last time. Maybe we'll up life support just because it's so low. But honestly, I don't think these three repairs do very much. And I don't think these do anything other than prereq for these. I mean, I could be wrong. And weapons, I mean, it's nice to repair weapons after combat too. I think I'll give him a few more points in jetpack. Get up to 25 base points there. And put a few points into weapons and demolitions. I don't think the first aid matters too much. It's nice to have someone that can get Kiara back up, But first aid only heals you, like, maybe 8 HP or something like that. Like, it's not very much. It's kind of like Cure Light Wounds, right? Alright, and I think that'll be it for today. So I think I'm satisfied for our exploration of the open solar system. Next episode, we will definitely head towards Mercury and begin the final scenario, I think. There may be a couple things I've missed, but even now, I know I've found a couple areas that, as far as I can tell, weren't even in the clue book, so I feel like I've explored pretty well and caught a good amount of the stuff that you could miss. There might be some really cool, like, there could be some Lunarian weapons or needle guns or monoswords that I maybe missed out on, and that would be pretty cool. Then again, keep in mind that this is only game 1 of 2. It's there's 2 games in the series. There's Countdown to Doomsday and then Matrix Reloaded, I think is the name of the second one. And maybe they save the really good equipment, like the +3, +4 equipment, mostly for that game. Which is fair, right? You know, that's how it tends to go. They got to give you something to look forward to. If we ended this game with all Lunarian needle guns, then you'd never get anything worth it in the next game. So that's maybe our +1 and 2 and occasionally +3 gear is about right for the end of the game. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you're enjoying the series. I'll see you next time for Mariposa something really hilarious laugh. Insert laugh here. See you guys.